Hello everybody and welcome to the first video of my first 1 week 1 palette challenge of 2018. I am very excited to be back filming some makeup tutorials, showing you what I do with the palette I decided to go for next. I'm having here, I actually have brand new, I did not even try it, so that's also going to be kind of a first impression. And it is the TooFaced Sweet Peach Palette. It's now still in the original packaging. As you can see, I have this very new. I don't even own this, I think, for 1 week, but I decided to go for it because I wanted to get this for a pretty long time. I think the colors in the palette look amazing. I really do like the combination of very nice peachy colors and darker purples, and I love the cream color in this. I think actually it smells like peaches, and I did not even open yet, but it smells like peaches so much. Ooh, it's so pretty. Oh yes. So here is the palette. It has a nice mirror in it and all the amazing colors. I pretty often heard that some people do not like the combination of colors. It definitely is not the regular one, like only bronzy colors in every shade. It's definitely more, you have brighter ones here. Down here you have some purple colors, some more bronzy, brownish ones, cool toned ones. But I think actually that you can do so much amazing stuff with this palette. So I decided to go for this one for my 1 week 1 palette challenge spring edition, because all the spring colors are in here. Pinks and purples and light greens. This is my first impression of the palette. It's so pretty, so cute, and it smells so much like peaches, so the scent definitely suits the name and theme of it. So as always, when I'm doing these challenges, my foundation is already done. Everything is in the description box down below if you are interested. Okay, so for the first look today, I think I'm just going to go for something subtle, maybe not too far out there, because I just have to get used to this palette. I don't know anything about it yet, which is probably maybe not the best way to start one of these, but why not? Okay, so let's get started. So I think I'm going to start with a nice light base color. I'm going to use this one down here, Peaches and Cream, and with a fluffy brush, the one I'm using is the 227 by Suiva, and I'm just going to apply that one on my eyelid to kind of set the eyeshadow primer and have a nice base to work with. Just like this. Doesn't look like I did anything. Okay, next I'm going to use a pencil brush. This is a Suiva 201 Luxe Petite Crease brush, and the color Georgia, a very nice lighter peachy color. They are a little bit powdery, but it's not bad at all. I'm going to put that one in my crease. It's a very nice light color. It's very neutral, not really noticeable, but I also think that this one would be very pretty on its own. Blending that all the way to the inner corner. Like that. Now I'm going to take a blending brush and I'm going to use the Laura Mercier ponytail brush and blending that a little bit. This. Actually, you can see a little bit of a difference. It's not too much, but it's going to be kind of a, I don't know, like a peachy halo eye maybe. And now going back in with the Suiva 231 and with the Georgia, and I'm going to apply that a little bit in the inner corner, also leaving out the middle of the eye. Like this. And now do the same thing on the other side. Okay. And next, with the same 231 brush, I'm going to use a Candid Peach. And this is definitely the definitive edition of peach. It also seems like it has a slight sparkle to it, which is very nice. It seems like a pinky sparkle maybe. So I'm going to use that one, also with a pencil brush, bigger fluffy one. And going to just apply that kind of on top of what I just did. Just applying it first in the crease to see how pigmented it is, but its pigmentation actually seems really nice. I'm mainly focusing this in the crease, basically. Going back into the ponytail brush by Laura Mercier and blending it a little bit. So editing a little bit with this brush. The shimmer in it is very, very, very subtle. You hardly even can see it in my opinion. It's just like a slightly, it's just not matte, but it's a very nice and not too out there shimmer. It just gives it a little bit of a satiny finish maybe. So I'm just blending and adding a little bit at a time until it looks the way I want it to, all the way to the inner corner. Now I'm going in with a smaller brush just because I think I want a little bit more of this color in the inner corner. And I think I'm just quickly using my smudger brush by Asos, which is the 226. Adding just a little bit of this color on the brush. And applying it to the inner corner. Now the pigmentation of the shadows I used so far is nice, but it's not blowing me away so far. I don't know, it's nice, but it's not blowing me away because if I pay 40 or 50 euro, I actually expect a good pigmentation, if you know what I mean. And then maybe that's the reason why I'm not blown away, because I kind of expected it to be good pigmented. Okay, and now I'm doing the same thing on the other side. Applying Candied Peach, Candied on the outer and inner corner and in the crease mainly, and then blending it out with my ponytail brush. Also, not meaning that the pigmentation is bad, not saying that at all, it's just not blowing me away. Now I'm going to use the brush 234 Luxe Smoky Shader by Asos, and I'm using Nectar, which is the nice golden sparkle over here. And I'm going to add that one in the middle, which I left out of all the other eyeshadows. And really not powdery. It's kind of a tiny little bit powdery, some of them, but nothing to actually talk about. So I'm going to add that one to the middle here. Blending it along the lash line. So focusing it in the middle here and blending it out along the lash line, to kind of brighten it up a bit. A little bit packing it on to really make it a little bit more intense. I think that's a little bit too bright now. So I'm going back in with my ponytail brush by Rimmel and with the color Candied Peach, and blending that in the crease a little bit into the gold I just applied. So I'm taking a tiny little bit of Candied Peach on this brush and I'm blending it along the crease into the color Nectar, which I applied in the middle of the eye, just to bring it a little bit more together. And also in the outer corner, I wanted the outer corner to be a little bit darker, so I'm blending it into the outer corner and all the way over to the inner corner, but not too much, just to bring it all together a little bit more. Okay, so for the lower lash line, I'm kind of just doing the same thing I did on the upper lid. And for that, I'm going to use, I think, my trusty MAC 212. And I'm going to start by taking Candied Peach on this brush. You kind of really have to load up your brush to have a good amount of pigment on it. And I'm blending that one from the outer corner and from the inner corner. Again, kind of just leaving out the middle of it. This brush, honestly, always shows the most pigment. I don't know, because maybe it's a pretty dense brush like this. Same thing on the other side, of course. Blending it into the color from the upper corner. Now I'm going to take Nectar and putting that one in the middle, of course. Okay, like this. So next up, I'm going to use the lightest color in the corner up here, which is called White Peach. And I'm going to use a Laura Mercier eye crease brush. And I'm putting that one in my inner corner, just a little bit of it as a highlight, like this. And on my brow bone too. And this is the first eyeshadow look of this whole thing done. I actually like the pigmentation. I think you have just to get a little bit used to it. Or maybe other eyeshadows, sometimes they have kind of a layer on top of them. You have to remove kind of, it's not like an actual layer. But I think because they are pressed in, you always kind of have to roughen up the surface. I don't know if you know what I mean, and then they really get pigmented. I don't know if that is actually a thing or if it's just a thing I kind of imagine to be. And now I'm just going to add a tiny little eyeliner, and for that I'm going to use my, oh, I did not even tell you, the palette closes magnetically, which is very, very nice. Always a good detail. I'm going to use my Maybelline Master Precise liquid eyeliner in Black Noir. Just staying pretty close to the lash line, which is just an accent for the eye, or just to bring a little bit more definition to it. Like you can see, it's not huge different, but it's more definition, and I just like that. Just like that, and the same thing on the other side. And now the only thing missing is mascara. I'm not going to use any fake eyelashes today, and of course, as always, I'm back with the Maybelline Lash Sensational Mascara, but at the moment I'm always pairing these two. And the second one is the Richards 3-in-1 Miracle Mascara. This was in the Advent calendar. Look at that, so good. And on the low lashes I'm also using the Richards one. And that is the finished eyeshadow look for today. And of course, the only thing missing now is lipstick. Let's see, what will I take? I think I'm going for this one. This is a Elizabeth Arden, I think, lip gloss, and this is in Coral Kiss number 04. And this is very, very shiny, but I think it would look nice with this look. And this is it, guys, the look for today. I really, really love it. I think it's like the soul and heart and soul of spring makeup looks. So this is my look for today. It's the very first look I am doing, and I did, more like I did, with the TooFaced Sweet Peach Palette. So far I can really say that I really, really like it. And yes, so here is my first spring look. It's definitely sweet peach. It's definitely a warmer, it's kind of one of these sunrise eyeshadow looks. I really, really like it. And I hope that you like it too. Give it a thumbs up if you do. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel so you won't miss the other 6 looks I'm going to do with this palette. Leave me a comment telling me what you would like to see me doing with this palette, if you would like to see a special occasion look, things like that. Yes, or what palettes you would love me to do in the future. I would love to hear your recommendations and your wishes. Thank you so much for watching this video, and for leaving a comment, and for sharing this video with your friends, and for subscribing, and for liking it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye bye, take care, have a nice day.